Hello, students. It's Mrs. Durst, and today we are actually going to paint our pointillism pumpkin. But before we do that, let's talk about pointillism for just a minute. Pointillism is a science as well as an art form. It is the science of placing dots of color close together. And if we as humans stand a certain distance away, our eyes and our brains do the color mixing automatically. Isn't that neat? And we saw in our last lesson that George Seurat, in his beautiful giant painting of the Sunday afternoon, in that woman's purple dress, if we got closer and closer and closer, the purple dress was actually tiny dots of blue and red close together. And as you get away from that picture and move away from that picture, those red and blue dots look purple from a distance. This is the same science that is used in all of our technology today. TVs, phones, on our screens, tiny dots of color placed together or overlaid on each other allows us to see the color the artist wants. So today we are going to do a pumpkin. Ta-da! And what color is a pumpkin? Well, these days pumpkins come in a lot of colors, but we are going to work in orange. So, because we know all of our color mixing, we need to know that if we want our pointillism painting to look orange, we're going to use yellow and red in making our pointillism pumpkin. What George Seurat believed in using these pure colors close together, you got it even more poppy, more vibrant paint experience. So we're going to use these. Also, George would come back and use some other true colors, orange dots, to kind of help along that mixing in our brains. So we're going to do this today. We're going to use our oranges in this video, and we're going to visualize that so you get it right up front. Here we go. Okay, so I have a palette. I have a brush to mix the water. I also have a large bundle of Q-tips. This is going to help us save a lot of time when we're creating a pointillism painting in our class setting. This will help us save a ton of time. So there are 6 or 7 in one bundle. That's our large bundle. And I have 3 in this smaller bundle. And then I have a single for when I want to go back in and really put a few more details in my painting, okay? So you have 3 to choose from. I have water because I want to thin out some of these paints. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a yellow blob and a red smaller blob, okay? Red is a little darker, so we're going to need less red, I think. And we're going to save the 2 oranges. One's called burnt sienna, and this one is called vermilion. So I'm going to save those guys for a little bit later. I'm going to take a clean brush and just mix a little water into my yellow paint. Now, if we're at school, this will already have happened, but I want you to be super successful while you're at home as well. And just bring some water in there, then rinse out, and then bring some water to your red. We want it to be slightly thin so that you have some success with those Q-tips. All right. So today I'm going to start with my 7 bundle. I'm going to dip it right into the yellow paint. And you can see I've got yellow paint on there. And I'm going to start up here and just dot, 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 my pumpkin. I'm putting dots. And my idea is that the light is shining down from on top of my pumpkin. So I'm putting a lot of lighter valued colors at the top here. And I'm going to work my yellow into my pumpkin, just like this. And you're going to see eventually these colors will come together. Now, this will take some time and some patience as we work in our pumpkin here. Put some yellow down here. Nice. And remember, I'm going to need yellow down here at the bottom as well for my eyes to see orange. I'm putting a lot more yellow at the top here. And that's just me. You can do this in your own method. Our goal is to create a picture with dots of color. All right, so I'm feeling really good about my yellow. Once you've worked in your yellow, and again, take your time. Okay, take your time and really work in that yellow. Good. I'm going to take some yellow and put my, there. Now I've got red on mine. Now I'm going to spot in my red. Well, you're going to say it looks a little blotchy, Mrs. Durst. And it does at first. All right. Some more. Really bring it in here. And take your time. This takes, remember, George Seurat's big picture that he did took 2 years to finish. Woo, that takes some time. So I'm going to continue blotting in my red in my painting here. Okay. And I really watered down that red. I really wanted it to be kind of fluidy, like water almost, as I'm working with it here. And I'm going to bring it all the way here, all the way here, and all the way. You're going to see this all filled in with some of this red. And then I'm going to go back with my yellow and take that over my red. And what I'm going to start seeing is a dark orange appear down here. Okay, so keep working with these colors until you're to a point where we will go in with some of our orange paint colors. Okay, and that'll be in the very next video. So keep working in yellow and red and fill in that pumpkin to the best of your ability. Thank you.